Let's say you have the opportunity to be involved in showcasing a variety of products you have to offer as a businessman or woman. A, would you take the opportunity even if it takes you out of your comfort zone? Or B, would you stay in your safe space and refuse to venture into other opportunities? Hello everyone, welcome to Profound Perspective. My name is Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. This is where we discuss everyday life issues that affects us and prefer different perspectives of possible solutions by looking at the bigger picture and working towards the greater good. Let's get right into it. Today's guest is the ambassador of Tunisia to Nigeria, Mohsen Antit, and we'll be talking about Tunisia's economic and business relationship with Nigeria. You're highly welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So today we're going to talk about the economic or business relationship between Nigeria and Tunisia. And for one, I would say that this is the first time that you're having a business meeting in Kano. So far, how has it, do you think, been accepted, and with the amount of people that have been present for this meeting?
Thank you very much for your question. So you are welcome, of course, to my room. It's very important to deal with what we call the Nigerian-Tunisian relationship. So Tunisian-Nigerian relationship dates back to 1962, where diplomatic relations were established by both countries. We established an embassy as early as 1990. Then in Abuja in 2002. The relationship between the two countries are very important. I have been pointed here, of course, I have been dealing with bilateral relations as early as January 2024. And we dealt with many sectors of economy between the two countries. As early as June 2024, we organized what you call FITA 2024, the 7th edition of FITA. FITA took place in Tunisia, and in this event, a delegation from Nigeria made up of about 35 business women and men participated, led by the governor of Ebony and 2 senators. It was very successful, and many contracts are their way, of course, to be signed. In July 2024, the TABM, Tunisia Export, organized a business event. More than 30 businessmen from Nigeria participated and put also success. The third success took place in September 2024 when about 22 businesswomen and men came from Tunisia this time and organized, in coordination with the embassy, a seminar in Abuja. It was the first time in the history of the two countries. It was so successful that many contracts are to be signed in many fields. The economic relations between Tunisia and Nigeria is made up of different files, different sectors.
Okay.
And we are improving many of them by asking the businessmen from both countries to exchange and to deal with some projects and to exhibit their points of view as far as the relationship between the two countries in the field of economy is concerned.
So there is some what do you call it? Some advantage when it comes to import and export as well, whereby, okay, Nigeria could export to Tunisia and Tunisia can import into Nigeria as well.
So this is a must. Of course, we are all African countries and we need to work together in order to move with our relations to the best sphere. So this is very important, not only for Tunisia, but also for Nigeria. Tunisians, of course, Tunisian businessmen and companies are open to any form of relationship, to any form of partnership. in any sector of the economy.
Okay.
I mean, in trade, in the trade sector.
So there isn't a restricted part of the, what you call it, the import-export relationship that could be maybe agricultural or anything. It's so wide range.
For example, so this is, I mean, the last event to be organized by the Tunisian themselves, but this time, of course, it is in Kano. Kano is very important for Tunisia. Kano is made up, of course, of a market numbering 25 million people, means 25 million consumers. And it's very important not only for Tunisia, but also to Nigerian companies here in Kano. And all will be focused on what you call agriculture. And agriculture in itself is divided into different derivations and sectors. Agri-food, for example, is very important for Kano people, Kano businessmen. So our products are cheaper than European ones, than Asian ones. So it's proved by our businessmen who came to Nigeria in September and the ones who are here, of course, in Kano. So the interrelationship and the interactions between businessmen from both countries proved the positiveness of this, of these meetings and this interaction between the two peoples.
Okay. So as we always say here on Profound Perspective, we are advocates for the youth. So how do you see the youth coming into this kind of relationship, strengthening the relationship between Tunisia and Nigeria? How are the youth in Tunisia going to, benefit from this relationship, and as well as the youth in Nigeria?
So this relationship between the two countries, as I said before, started in 1962, but many things are to be done in order to promote the relationship between the youth in Tunisia and the youth in Nigeria. This will be done through cultural affairs. Cultural affairs are very important, and culture in general is a notion that is to be stated by both countries. Culture is the basis of any form of partnership between the two countries. So what our state of mind, of course, is depicting out the main cultural, traditional points of view to be used in order to found what we call a cultural basis, establishing the other forms of relations between Tunisia and Nigeria. So the basis will be cultural, in order to understand one another and to exchange ideas and to deal with any form of partnership in terms of higher education, in education in general. I mean, exchanges of youth organizations and students in order to be able to understand one another. This is the basis. So everything will be constructed over this basis.
As you said, it stems from culture as well. I heard earlier in the meeting where there are handicrafts that are made. So obviously it'll give some jobs as well to some people and some youth as well, which would translate into exportation.
Well, we also looked at similarities between both countries. So because Nigeria is a big country, it's a vast country in terms of territory, in terms of people, for about 230 million people, 230 million consumers. Kano is one of the most important. Kano is synonymous with what we call tradition, we got customs, we got Islam, of course. All is related to religion, all is related to the way, the daily life of people. So this daily life is synonymous with many hints of the Tunisian traditions. So it's possible for us, of course, to profit from these similarities in order to work together for the mutual profit of both countries.
So lastly, I saw that there's been talks of a direct flight from Tunisia to Nigeria. So I wanted to ask if it's true, and will that strengthen as well a relationship between Nigeria and Tunisia, making it an easy transit from one country to the other?
Right, because it's very important to establish a link and an air link between the two countries. This will be facilitating what you call any form of partnership related to commerce, related to trade in general, any form of partnership, as I said before.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question to be dealt with President Tinubu in April 2024 was this, the future of the air link between Tunisia and Nigeria. So from that time, we have been working on it. We are eager to see this flight established as early as 2026. And this is good news, of course, coming from Tunisia, because Tunisian authorities are working on this file, and it will be possible as early as 2026. We are also dealing with the Nigerian authorities, and we are working together on this matter. And let's be positive, of course, about it.
So you heard it here on Profound Perspectives. Thank you very much, Ambassador Mohsen Antit.
Not at all.
We appreciate you being here on Profound Perspective.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's it on today's episode of Profound Perspective. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow, and click the notification bell so that you can get all updates on Profound Perspective. I'll see you on the next one.